So we're heading on to map number 2. Same colors by both the players. ToD again in his favored dark green. On the left hand side, starting with the altar, this time with a regular build. We're pretty sure again gonna see an IEM by him. And Happy with the same build as well. This time you can see it, 3 acolytes still only in the mine, but altar, crypt and ziggurat all have been started immediately. Yeah, we'll see what ToD is going to start doing here. I guess in this case, for Happy, it's pretty sure that he's gonna start with some harassment again. But for ToD, there are more options. There's the instant expansion, which at this point had already, well, fallen a little bit out of favor compared to either creeping here first, or I guess still the most common choice, starting with the green camp, gathering some more lumber, perhaps go for this one afterwards, and then get the expansion eventually. Happy on the other hand, I guess ziggurat time is now. Yeah, so we're gonna see ghouls once again by him. Happy has always been known for not drastically deviating in strategy, so I guess we can expect him to basically go for the same again. DK first, harass with the ghouls, get a panda second, take up to tier 3, and yeah, then perhaps go for a destroyer push. I guess what he's gonna do upon reaching tier 3, while by the way we see the IEM first, I'm pretty sure, given where the footman stands here. The green camp crept first. Yeah, what he's gonna do in the late game, I guess, depends a lot on, of course, what happens previously, how the early game goes. DK is out, the rod board, ghoul number 2 is about to spawn, the number 3, the one ghoul chasing the scout all the way back here. Looks like ToD might be trying to suicide the peasant here, and yeah, he's gonna do so. Happy is pulling the ghoul back in time, both of them not making any mistakes here. Gloves of haste for the IEM. The Death Knight is coming in. It looks like, yeah, ToD has been delayed a little bit by the ghoul here by Happy. He's not quite finished yet, but he's gonna get the entire experience. The Death Knight with his first bunch of XP as well. So major difference here. Not a single peasant has died, but this IEM is not almost level 3. Not even really that close to level 2. I mean, he's gonna get that if Happy allows him to creep here for free, which probably he will. Critter here has been found by the undead, summoning some skeletons. But yeah, it looks like ToD is gonna get at least a null brood here before the Death Knight arrives. And it's always a big question of whether or not it's worth it to spend a coil to last hit a level 1 creep. And maybe, I guess not really. So because even if he kills one of them, the IEM would still get level 2. And now 5 militia are being pulled here. The next water metal gets killed by Happy. He's gaining more experience. Tech in the meantime still not started by Happy. So I guess the ghouls will be pulled any second now to do some harassment. And ToD is actually going for the mercenary camp first. So once again relying on a lot of creeping early on. In the meantime, tower in the base has finished. The Forest Row Shadow Priest has been bought by the human, but this time Happy is able to steal the main creep, but he gets stunned by one of the other creeps and he gets surrounded, and he's gonna have to town portal here. And I don't think he's gonna be able to get the kill here. And in the meantime though, look at the minimap. The ghouls are creeping the entire merc camp on the right hand side on their own. And well, after stealing the Boots of Speed from ToD's mercenary camp, Happy's getting another pair here. So I guess one of them will be sold eventually. ToD now with his set of mercenaries and a second one, even for second Forest Roll Shadow Priest. And that one must be from a Happy side of the map. Yeah, with a second Forest Roll Shadow Priest, he's gonna be able to creep his expansion now pretty easily. Happy in the meantime with a new rod. Sold one of the boots. Graveyard is coming. Tier 2 halfway done. And it looks like he's just gonna go ahead and creep further as well. So for the moment, well, once this is finished, he's even gonna have a bit of an XP advantage compared to his opponent. Ghoul is waiting here at the mercenary camp. Well, the Shadow Priest is gone, and this ziggurat is far from finished, so the Ghoul is gonna have to sit there for a long time before Happy can get his own Forest Troll Berserker. But this is a scary army here on the side of ToD. He's got double Gloves of Haste, level 3 IEM, Forest Troll Berserker, and 2 Forest Troll Shadow Priests, which aren't too bad in dealing damage to ghouls either. So these guys are gonna have a really fun time sniping ghouls here left, right, and center, unless Happy pulls some miracle micro with those. Expansion halfway finished. First Arcane Tower is coming, but there is no way in hell that Happy can do anything here to threaten this expansion. Ghoul is still sitting here. The Ziggurat has finished in the meantime, but it looks like he doesn't want to get a mercenary. After all, tier 2 is finished. A Fiend is coming pretty early this time, and a Lich second, so he's completely changing his tier 2 strategy here from well, what we've seen on map number 1. So just as I said it previously, that usually Happy wasn't really known for changing strategies all too much. He's immediately doing just that. ToD is coming in here. I don't think Happy can afford trying to take down this Ogre Mauler here due to its heavy armor. There shouldn't be any chance for Happy to kill this unless he wants to lose all of his ghouls in return. Therefore, ToD's trying to get it. Happy, yeah, I guess wants to win some time for his coil cooldown to be over, and he needs to come back in right now if he wants to deal the last hit, but no, he's way too late for that. Lightning Shield for ToD and some additional experience. He's got to run for the moment. The Lich should be out any second now. IEM should make sure not to get surrounded. Running away towards the right hand side though. And the IEM did get his own Boots of Speed once again. Slaughterhouse is coming, Lich is out. Tier 3 started as well. So it looks like he's going to go for a more modern approach here, not rushing up straight to tier 3 with double Slaughterhouse. And I think, given that that's the case, ToD is doing fine here with just a few towers, 2 at his expansion, 1 at his base. Currently there's not really any threat to either of those bases coming out of the Undead. Should make sure not to go too far away here though, because this army against only 2 towers is still going to be able to deal a lot of damage. But it looks like ToD is going to go straight for the main base of Happy, where, well, the Slaughterhouse is finished already, but there's still a lot of harassment to be done, and Happy doesn't seem to realize that ToD is gone here, scouting with the skeleton at the bottom. No, he has no idea where his opponent is. The next Forest Troll Berserker, fortunately for him, runs into his arms though and is gonna get killed, but I think he's still perhaps missed out on a huge opportunity, and he doesn't have a Town Pod. He only has a staff on the Death Knight, which he's using right now, but yeah, there's still a big chance for big damage to be dealt here inside of Happy's main base. There are plenty of ghouls, but as I said, these guys, they are very good at sniping ghouls. The Nerubian Tower finishes the first of the Forest Troll Shadow Priests here. So no XP for the Undead, but at least he's gotten rid of the first one of these guys. And yeah, there is the attack on the weak link in this in this base, which is the Tome of Relics. Another mercenary has been killed by Kolnova. The Lightning Sheet very nicely used. At least there's a statue here to heal against this a little bit, but it looks like the Tome of Relics is going to fall nevertheless, even though 5 Acolytes have done their best repairing effort. 2 footmen have been killed in the meantime. The IEM is running, but I think the damage has been dealt here. No statues for a long time for Happy. He's rebuilding the shop right now. Well, all of the footmen that have stayed here have been taken down. The last water metal is about to expire. Looks like there's not going to be any experience for Happy from that. And ToD is just sitting back for now, healing up a little bit. Tier 2 has been started. Well, it's almost finished already. And, well, Blacksmith is coming. It's not going to be in time for tier 2, but, well, I guess he's not planning on staying tier 2 for all too long. Another tower is coming. But, again, Happy still is not really in a position to threaten any of these bases. Didn't get an orb here. Tier 3 has finished in the meantime. I think he wanted to leave the base immediately because maybe he smelled that ToD would have loved to take away the second of these middle camps from his opponent, but looks like Happy doesn't want to make that happen. The second charge of Lightning Shield has been used here. One of the Ogre Warriors is going to ToD, one of them is going to Happy, and everything that ToD can steal here at the moment is a bit of a success for him, because there isn't all too much to creep on this map, and, well, at the moment, Happy just has the much better forces in terms of creeping, and therefore he's gonna get the majority of this camp. Dark Ranger 3rd has been added, big invo potion for the Undead. IEM still stays annoying. He knows he's got the boots here, He knows low-level Coil Nova isn't gonna kill him here. And unless he gets surrounded, he should be pretty safe. Yeah, as you can see with the boots, he can just run right now, surround on another water metal, but again, no XP here for the undead. So a couple more towers slowly being added. Tier 3 coming, Mountain King coming. Yeah, this is looking quite promising on the side of the human player. Also has the footman just ready and waiting for incoming acolytes. And Happy, as I just said, he is the one with the better army to creep right now, with a better army to fight right now. So he's going to go ahead and try and take away the creep camps of his opponent. But the Death Knight is currently not there, and the statue got ensnared. And the Mountain King is coming in as well. And yeah, the DK is too late, killing the second hero of his opponent. It looks like Happy went a little bit overboard here with his creeping, and he's being punished immediately. Coil on the IEM. Let's see how much more ToD is going to be able to kill here before he is going to be forced to leave. Another silence on the Mountain King. The creep, yeah, safely closes this around. The Mountain King is falling, so yeah, looks like maybe ToD did return the favor here with going a little bit overboard, but losing his level 1 Mountain King doesn't really seem like a big deal for the level 2 Lich and the statue. Destroyer upgrade is coming, Lich is coming back. Another Acolyte is coming, so it looks like it's expansion time soon. Or do we see a Sacrificial Pit? No. So I guess it's likely that Happy is going for the counter expansion right now. Double workshop for ToD, double barracks already, so it's likely that we'll see knights and flying machines, especially given that there's no panda this time. It seems to make a lot of sense. But there's always a chance to pump out a few tanks as well against a 2 or more base undead. Guess the DK could be perhaps staffing over there after this creep camp is done to get rid of the footman. Actually, the entire human army is there, so expansion has to be cancelled. The Acolyte is getting killed. Good job by ToD. Playing this very, very controlled. DK and Dark Ranger do some more creeping. Lich can just sit there, and now it is the human who's taking away some camps from the undead side as well. Once again, ToD saving up at 50 supply, 1000 gold already for him. Happy was strangely enough at 51 supply, building another statue here. Well, that's not ideal. Not really sure what the thought process there is. Maybe he should just sack a ghoul or something. Because this is costing him so much gold. And ToD is just, you know, taking his sweet time. Wow, is the Lich gonna get surrounded? Looks like nope. Well, Paladin is out. Bolt goes on the Lich, but yeah, that one isn't gonna get surrounded here. Human army was too far away. And the Paladin is gonna join ToD right now as well. The undead army is coming back too. But this is just a time gaining push. Nova is dealing a lot of damage here. The first Forest Row Berserker is getting killed. IEM is using the town portal out. Yeah, a bit of stuff has been exchanged here. I'm not really sure if that was too bright by ToD to go in here with everything he's got. Then again, he made some room supply-wise. Yeah, starting to build flying machines. He's gonna start to build knights soon as well. And in this game, I mean, there's still a bit of a level advantage for Happy, but not nearly as much as there was on Twisted Meadows previously. XP Tome might help a bit, giving the Lich level 3. But he's gonna have to hold a counter expansion at some point. And ToD is gonna come at him with a gigantic army. I'm getting another creep camp here even. Could get the Death Knight to level 5. Could get 5-3-3 here. Decides to keep the Lich here as well though. I think it should probably pull his second and third hero away. Because yeah, like this is not gonna be enough for level 5. Flying Machine continues scouting. I mean, okay, this shouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world to ToD anyways. And now ToD is going into low upkeep. Still no upgrades on the flying machines. Gonna add mortar teams as well, getting fragmentation shards here, but 2-0 upgrades on the knights already. He's starting to build some. I guess he's not expecting all too many destroyers here. And mortar teams with fragmentation shards are actually quite great against large numbers of fiends. But Happy doesn't really have large numbers of anything at the moment. 1 destroyer, 1 statue, 3 fiends, 58 supply, no gold. Let's see item-wise. Orb, double period of vitality, TP, and heal potion on the Death Knight. On the other hand, staff for the IEM here, a town portal, some decent damage items, triple ivory tower on the paladin, invo potion on the mountain king. Yeah, the only issue seems to be the hero levels for the human. So if you can get like a silence and coil nova and some focus fire onto these heroes, then they might be in danger. But there's an invo potion on the MK and on the paladin. There's a heal potion on the AM and the paladin. So it looks like ToD is well aware of the looming threat of a hero kill here. Actually, Happy could get level 5 here on the Death Knight very quickly, which could really make a huge difference. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Expansion is now finished, but ToD is up at 80 supply. An attack upgrade on the flying machines and on the mortar team in the meantime as well. Okay, some scouting with illusions here by Happy.
Our forces are under attack.
But yeah, this is a very tiny army. The advantage he's got is 5-3-3 heroes against 4-2-1. In the meantime, still 1-1. So the skeletons earlier didn't give level 2 to the Mountain King either. ToD even going up to 81 supply. So this is it. Now he's gonna hold coil on one of the mortar teams. I guess Nova on the other one is killing the first of them. And Happy's gonna have to do some, have to work some magic with some hit and run and kiting. But the problem is ToD can just put like a knight here or two, and then the expansion is gonna be not running soon as well. Invo potion has to be used very early on by the paladin here. Looks like the destroyer is already out of the fight. Plenty of towers being built here in front of the expansion though. Coil on one of the fiends, the next one gets sacrificed by the Lich for another Nova. Next knight gets taken down. The flying machines aren't really doing all too much in this fight, and Happy is doing the best job he can with some kiting here. But yeah, one knight and a paladin are gonna get rid of all of the acolytes at the expansion very easily. In the meantime, the knights and the Mountain King are trying their best. Happy is standing strong though at this side of the fight, but this is just a gigantic issue that the towers here will probably come up, and then then Happy is somehow gonna have to break through those towers. Yeah, unit after unit gets sniped here by Happy, but he's losing some stuff as well. All of his ghouls have fallen already. The paladin, is he gonna get the kill? Yes, he does get the kill, despite there being a staff of Sanctuary on the AM. This knight has already been fully healed up, so I guess the staff wasn't on cooldown. Perhaps it was though, not quite sure. Another knight gets killed, so Happy is really trading nicely up here with his very, very strong heroes, which he's relying on at the moment. But the Death Knight is already out of mana. The Lich may have one more coil. Okay, there's gonna be another silence as well. But what is the plan here for Happy? Wagons, maybe? I mean, he's gonna run out of gold income soon, too. Okay, there's the destroyer, so he didn't get killed, but he was just flying away from the large number of flying machines here. Yeah, and he needs another statue for mana. Pretty desperately. ToD is even putting down another town hall here. Look at how little experience the human heroes have gained here. Another abomination, another slaughterhouse. Let's see what this is actually going to turn out to be. Bold, one of the fiends, he's going to have to coil here. Still might not be enough due to the long stun duration. Fiend just barely escapes. The next one has to turn around and run as well. But ToD can really not afford leaving his towers here at the moment. These heroes are just so strong against the knights, and a little bit of coil nova also on the paladin is making life very, very difficult for the human player. See, oh, okay, an arcane tower finished right now. That's gonna make life a lot easier for the human player.
Our forces are under attack.
Next fiend is out. Double slaughterhouse finished in the meantime. So what does he want with that? Really, meat wagons? I mean, you don't need double slaughterhouse for a couple of abominations. And destroyers have already proven to be countered by these guys quite easily.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, he's creeping some more. Even the cannon tower here by ToD, I guess that one was in order to get rid of the haunted gold mine. Look at that Lich though, plus 32 damage, and that's one of those situations where it can come in very, very handily. Another flying machine gets sniped there. Yeah, 1 claws plus 9 and 3 times claws plus 6. Yeah, maybe he can just come in here from the bottom, make things difficult for his opponent. By the way, 800 gold in here, a little bit more in here since the acolytes had all had to repair previously. This expansion with 3000, so okay, maybe he can start doing some Coil Nova action against the mortar teams here. Getting a couple of kills, I imagine, against the harvesting line here. Looks like now he's going to be forced to fight down here though, which could be quite an awkward position because the mortar teams should have free reign here. Fiends are falling back, a couple of skeletons in the back are being killed. The first knight is being killed as well. Happy thus far hasn't lost anything in this fight. You can really see the mortar team shots dealing a lot of damage against the fiends though. Couple of flying machines have been taken down already. The destroyer is still alive. Okay, just as I said, it's about to be taken down. There goes the destroyer. Happy finally losing some stuff as well. Bolt on another fiend, but the paladin is actually the first hero to run into serious trouble here. Is he gonna get the kill? Yes, he is. Lich is pulling back in the meantime. First 2 fiends, I think, have fallen. The Dark Ranger is charging forward. He's trying to go for the mortar teams right now, and I think these are all terribly exposed. ToD is just now pulling the mortar teams back. Bolt on the Lich. Coil follows immediately. There is no more Nova against the mortar teams though, so it's pretty difficult for the undead to snipe them, and the Dark Ranger might be falling. Mana potion used by the Death Knight. He's able to save the Dark Ranger. There is a silence on the Mountain King, and some items are being dropped here. So the Lich can get, I guess, a heal potion pass to survive as well. Some crazy micro here by Happy, who at the end of the day even picks up all of his items at the same time. 2 of his abominations are in some trouble though. Is there finally a Nova coming in against mortar teams? Yes, there is. The second to last abomination is about to fall, but both the Lich and the Dark Ranger are in trouble. There is one coil, excuse me, on the Death Knight, but now the Dark Ranger is gonna have to run. The Mountain King is silenced once again. Is the Dark Ranger running into the towers here? Yes, but turns around early enough. The next bolt should be deadly though, if either the Lich or, well, the Dark Ranger, I was about to say, are gonna get it. The Death Knight is actually the target. And is he gonna be able to get out of there? No, Town Portal is on him though. And that seems like it was about as good a fight as Happy could have gotten there, and yet, at the end of the day, it's just a huge load of knights prevailing. The Paladin is already back. Still not level 2. I mean, all of the mortar teams but 1 have fallen here. I think pretty much all of the flying machines have fallen. Couple of knights have fallen. But still, it's now no gold. Yeah, now it's no gold income against 2 gold mines still. This is just slowly being resaturated though. But yeah, you can clearly see the economic situation coming into play here. Yeah, the Lich. The Lich is really a weapon here, but 5/4/4 with 2 statues, an abomination and 1 destroyer. Okay, another statue coming here. But I don't think he can really fight into those towers. But if ToD just stands here, then there's not really anything Happy can do. Just drained mana from one of the statues right now, morphed another destroyer. But he cannot really fight there. I think he has to go around this little area here. Or is ToD going to allow him to squeeze through here? No, now ToD is engaging. And this could be a terrible position for Happy. He's actually squeezing through. One of the statues gets surrounded though. The other statue has to run. Well, and now turns around and gets killed as well. First Knight got nuked out. The AM needs to be a little bit careful. But the Paladin is right there with his level 1 Holy Light. But again, this is... maybe he should just go for around the bottom once again here. For the Acolytes. Now there is an Arcane Tower there. That's gonna make things tough. Silence is coming in again. The Abomination gets attacked by the towers, not the Destroyers, interestingly. And everything is silenced. But that's about to wear off, and then the nuke is going to hit something. Paladin is actually the first one who gets nuked. He's able to use Divine Shield in time, though. Yeah, Bolt and Holy Light. Gets rid of the Abomination. The Lich one last time, sacrificing a unit here. Death Knight has to run. But, I mean, look at this gigantic army. Happy with another Koinova, with another kill here. I mean, the Death Knight is soon to be level 6, but it's not like that's gonna change anything in this game. If he had a different ultimate, maybe. Next staff by the AM. Is there Koinova, maybe? Is there a staff on anything else? Well, the Paladin's out for fight, but even if he gets nuked, he still has a Town Portal, so not really in any danger. Can buy a heal potion now as well. And another Destroyer even got killed, so Happy down to his 3 heroes and 1 unit. He's bringing another Acolyte even, I guess, to get some more mana on the Lich. But at this point, this seems pretty desperate by Happy. I mean, sure, you really don't want to give up with heroes like that. But on the other hand, you're also not going to win against an army like that without Golden Come against double Golden Come. Well, so much for that. But it's still single Golden Come. That's still a lot more than nothing. Koinova staff not used here, even though the AM had it.
Job's done.
Happy just continues chasing. He's got still mana for everything on his heroes. Starting to slowly snipe flying machines right now. I mean, with this Lich, you don't really need all too many hits. Dark Ranger, is he gonna get this around? No, Coil is gonna have to be used though. Silence on both the Paladin and the Mountain King. Oh, and now he gets this around on the Lich. There is still mana on this Death Knight. He uses Coil, he uses Frost Armor, gets as much damage mitigation as he can here, but that's not nearly enough. GG has to be called by Happy after 27 minutes, almost 28. I think, again, the early game was just very good for ToD. Happy basically didn't get any damage done. He was able to steal a creep, a big creep, you know, the Renegade Wizard and the Boots of Speed, but at the cost of a Town Portal. And afterwards, with ToD having the huge mercenary support, I think there was just not really too much Happy could do. Fortunately for him, he got a lot of creeping done, though. Once again, at the end of the match, towards the end of the match, he managed to get very, very strong heroes, which again kept him in the game for a very long time. Of course, on Echo Eyes, the game goes a little bit different in the late stages since there's no second expansion to be taken. Well, usually, unlike on Twisted Meadows, so ToD was this time banking up and then going for a gigantic army without a third base. And, you know, it just happened to be, you know, happy circumstances that he could get that second expansion up eventually. But yeah, the problem was just the early game. I guess ToD got the expansion up without too much trouble, and Happy with his counter expansion was just not able to, well, both get the counter expansion up while also getting a sufficient army to deal with ToD's upcoming push. And ToD got the push done, and Happy tried his best afterwards, but there was just too much Golden Come for ToD at the end of the day. I mean, it's about twice as much gold mined in total, so that's clear difference here, which means ToD wins 2-0. Happy loses not only his first map, but his first entire best of 3. And that means ToD and Lucifer, well, 2 of the 3 favorites in this group, I guess, with their first 2-0 victories. Paladin and Happy with their first 2-0 defeats. And Well, next up, Paladin and Happy are gonna face each other in Group B, as well as Elfie, who's gonna face Lucifer. So we're gonna see our first of 3 undead mirrors there. Elfie, gonna start his tournament on playday number 2. Next up, we're gonna go to Group A, though, where we're gonna see Lin against Proteus as the second match, but as the first match is going to be Hasuops against Grubby. So on paper, at least, 2 Orc versus Undead matchups next. I hope you'll check those out. I hope this best of 3, these matches will get a thumbs up from you and a comment. And I'll see you next time for Hasuops against Grubby. Take care.